Good afternoon, students. So, we are here for performing an experiment of class 10 chemistry, and we will start the practical number 1. And the aim of the practical number 1 is to perform and observe the different types of chemical reactions. And the apparatus used in this experiment is glass rod, test tube, dropper, spatula, and etc. So here you can see this is a test tube, spatula, glass rod, and the dropper. We will use this apparatus in this experiment. Now let's start with the experiment. So as we all know that there are 5 types of chemical reaction: combination reaction, decomposition reaction, single displacement reaction, double displacement reaction, and the last one is redox reaction. So here we will start with the reaction number 1, which is known as combination reaction. Combination reaction states that when 2 or more than 2 reactants react, it will give only single product. For example, when magnesium is react with oxygen, it will give magnesium oxide. So let us perform an experiment. Here you can see in my hand there is a magnesium ribbon. When magnesium ribbon is burned in the presence of oxygen, it will burn with a dazzling flame. Now you can observe the dazzling flame. So when magnesium ribbon burns in the presence of oxygen, it will burn with dazzling flame. Now here you can observe when magnesium ribbon burns, it will give a white color precipitate, which is known as magnesium oxide. So magnesium oxide is white in color. Now move to the second reaction, which is known as decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction states that when a single reactant on reaction gives 2 or more than 2 products, then the reaction is said to be decomposition reaction. Now decomposition reaction occurs in 3 ways. When it is completed in the presence of heat, it is said to be a pyrolysis decomposition. When it is completed in the presence of electricity, it is known as electrolysis decomposition. And when it is completed in the presence of sunlight, then it is said to be a photolysis decomposition. Now you can see an example of decomposition reaction when ammonium dichromate is complete in the presence of heat. Or in other words, when ammonium dichromate is heated, it will give chromium oxide, nitrogen, and 4 molecules of water. Now let's perform an experiment. Ammonium dichromate is orange in color. You can see here this is ammonium dichromate, and when it is taken in test tube and burn it, then it will give water vapor and nitrogen gas and Cr2O3 chromium oxide. Chromium oxide is green in color, and this reaction is also known as fireflies in the test tube. Now you can observe here the chromium oxide, which is green in color. So this is the reaction number 2. Now the third one is single displacement reaction. Single displacement reaction is based on the reactivity series. As we all know that this is the reactivity series in the decreasing order of its reactiveness: potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminum, zinc, iron, tin, lead, hydrogen, and copper. So here you can observe zinc is more reactive than copper. So when zinc reacts with salt solution of copper, it means copper sulfate. When it is react with copper sulfate, and as we all know that zinc is more reactive, then it will displace the copper from its salt solution, and it will form zinc sulfate and copper. Now let's perform an experiment for the zinc and the copper sulfate. Copper sulfate is blue in color. Here. This is the copper sulfate, and I am going to make it aqueous solution of copper sulfate. You can see, observe here, a blue color solution of copper sulfate. Now when I put some zinc granules in copper sulfate. Now please observe the change. Here, you will observe the color of zinc is silver, but when the zinc react with copper sulfate, then the color of the zinc will change. Now it will change in the black color. It means zinc displaces the copper from the copper sulfate solution. So this is the practical reaction number 3. Now the fourth one is displacement, double displacement reaction. Now let's start with the double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction means when the salt solution of two metals react with each other, then the rearrangement of atoms will take place and it will give the salt solution of metals. For example, when lead nitrate react with potassium iodide, it will give lead iodide and potassium nitrate. Okay, now let's take, I'm going to make an aqueous solution of lead nitrate. This is a lead nitrate. And this is a potassium iodide. Now make a solution of lead iodide. Now make a solution of lead nitrate. And potassium iodide. Now observe the change, please. I'm going to take a few drops of lead nitrate and few drops of another solution. Now observe the change, please. There is change in color, which is lead iodide, and lead iodide is yellow in color, can be yellow. So here I can write it is a yellow in color, can be yellow, the more specified term. And remaining part is potassium nitrate. So these are the 4 reactions. Starts from combination, then decomposition, then single displacement, and the double displacement. So thank you, class.